Hey, well, good morning to you. My name's Chris, and this is Ships and Shipping. We're here at the viewpoint at Felixstowe at around, what's the time now? 10 to 8 on the morning of Wednesday, the 8th of April 2024. It's amazing how time goes fast, doesn't it, when you're working hard and having quite a lot of fun. So there you go. I thought I'd give you a little live update today. It's an interesting one. We've got some, do excuse me, I'm going to have a little tiny cough for a moment. I've got a cup of tea here, and I should have had a slurp at it, but I didn't. But there you go. Anyway, it's Wednesday the 8th. We've got a nice little day today. Not very busy, but there is one bit of interesting, which is the Ilaria is sailing this morning, due to sail at about 9 a.m. at the moment, as far as we know. But do bear in mind that that may change. You can never quite tell. Things may change. Not by long. She looks as if she's all complete. The cranes are up. I think one is still down at the stern, but she's mostly cranes are up and looks all ready to go. There you have it. So what have we got for you today? We've got some interesting stuff and some quite, I guess you'd say, amusing stuff. One of the things that has got to us recently is the story that we'll have on our community page soon, which is that, as you know, I think most people will know that the Houthi guerrillas have said that they will target all kinds of ships, essentially just ships that have been to. Sorry, hang on a minute. I've got a little mental problem. Yep, there we go. Essentially, ships that have been to Israel, regardless of who owns them and where they're from, etc., and where they're registered. So we don't really know too much about what the Houthis are planning to do, apart from increased disruption. We've got a little follow-on to that story in a moment or two, but first we'll just give you this one, which is the latest from the Red Sea, as you can see. This was yesterday on the 7th of May, and it was MSC Diego that was attacked in this particular instance. She was, I don't think she was hit, but I think there were two explosions close to her, which have been reported. So the Houthis are attacking more again, successfully or unsuccessfully, we will see. And we'll carry on that story a little bit because this is a kind of follow up to that. Let's just get rid of that subtitle for a moment so you can see what we're talking about. There we go. This is a story that I found in a magazine called The Maritime Executive, which does bring in some really interesting stories. And this is one that I think is worth reading if you're interested in that area of the world. Let's just go down there. Sorry about that. We've got the dredger, that shoalway coming out of heading off for the dumping ground to get rid of her spoil. Yeah, so this is a story that's really quite interesting. And I recommend you to read it on the Marine Executive. I think it's open to anyone. I don't think you have to be a member or anything. There we go. That's just. Oh, I see what's happened here. Don't know. Who knows? There we go. So, what are we talking about now? This story in the Marine Executive, where we're looking at the suggestion that ships should maybe follow Chinese ships or should sail, as it were, on the safe side of them, the other side against Yemen, so that they've got a Chinese ship between themselves and Yemen. It's an interesting one, isn't it? I don't know whether this will actually ever come to anything or whether anyone will particularly try it. I do think it's a pretty good idea because apparently, I think you may remember that a Chinese ship, no, forgotten her name, a Chinese ship was actually hit by guerrillas missile. And the fact of the matter is that the understanding we have from different stories and different reports is that the Houthis got themselves a lot of trouble effectively from the Chinese when their ship was hit, and they're being very careful not to hit Chinese ships these days. So what the suggestion is that the non-Chinese ships try and get in the lee, as it were, of Chinese ships. There's 4 or 5 Chinese ships go through that strait every single day, and if you can hide in their lee, then you're going to be probably protected from Houthi missiles. There you go. So that's that kind of story done with. I think it's quite a fun one. I think it's quite an interesting one, and I don't know whether you'll follow that. We'll give that a read because I think it's a really interesting one. Okay, and let's just go on to what else we're looking at today. Today is shipping at the Port of Felixstowe. We've got the ins and outs for you, and some interesting ones there. The one that's the most interesting, I think, is the one that's going next, which is MSC Ilaria. She's departing, I think, at about 9 a.m. This morning, so that would be nice to see. Nice brand new ship leaving after her maiden call at Felixstowe. Let's get a little bit of a better shot of her. There we go. And she'll be departing this morning. Let's just get rid of the shot that I don't want. The trouble is, doing all this on your own, you do tend to get a little bit kind of busy. Okay, there we go. That's got her. So there you have it. It's an interesting one from my point of view. Getting in the practice, if you like, with doing this kind of shoot is quite difficult, but fun to do. So there you have it. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to do one more thing to just show you. No, I'm not. I'm going to go back to something else I wanted to talk about. There was something else I wanted to talk about briefly today, which is, are you ready for this, guys? Which is the fact that we've just started up a member scheme. And to be honest with you, I think it's really interesting. It's YouTube now offer you the chance to become a member of our channel, and it can be done for just £1. My name's Chris, and I'm the old bloke who makes the videos here. I've been making videos about ships and shipping for about the last 13 or 14 years, but this channel, Ships and Shipping, is giving me the chance to make more and to actually do some things that I'm really quite interested in doing, which is talking about the shipping industry and doing some research to give you, the viewer, a bit more background and interest. The membership thing has just come about because of the mighty YouTube changing their rules. And what I want to try and do is build more of a community behind the page for a small monthly payment. You can become a member of Ships and Shipping for just £1.99 a month. It's not even a big commitment because you can join and leave at any time you want to. What we're going to have on this membership scheme mainly is at least once or maybe twice a week we're going to have videos that are held and released to you maybe 12 or 24 hours early. We're also going to have behind the scenes videos, a bit like this one, where you'll see what we do, how I do it, and the kind of thing that I'm interested in. You'll also get to join me when I'm on little expeditions going to different places. My main home base for filming is Felixstowe, but I'd like to get around the place more. And that's one of the things I'm looking for membership fees for, to be honest with you, because doing things like this when you're a pensioner costs maybe 50 or 100 quid a month, and I could do with a little bit of help. But there you go, and I'll keep you in the picture on how that goes as well as part of your background information. Why not join us? Give it a go, see what you get. You will get, I think, an interesting little package of extra content that's only for members. See what you think. Click join for a few months, see if you like it. If you don't, leave. If you love it, stay. Be part of Ships and Shipping. I'm Chris, this is Ships and Shipping. I'll see you soon. And there you have it. I hope you didn't mind me playing that one, because I do like the idea of actually having, if you like, oh, it's interesting. I do like the idea of having a decent little group of members who we can do extra things for. There's several things I would like to do, and it could be fun to actually do those as a group. as well, as a physical group rather than just an internet thing. I do like the idea of getting out and doing more, and I hope you do too. Let's give that a go. Okay, one last thing. I have one last thing for you, which I found quite amusing when I found it, and here it is. What do you make of that? I love it. I love it lots, I have to tell you. It's obviously a mooring bollard that has come, well, undone, I guess you would say. I don't know what the kind of official depth for mooring bollards is, but I think the reality is that if you're going right down to, if you're going to hang 50,000 ton ships off them, you kind of need to have them pretty well secured. And that one didn't look too well secured, did it? So there you have it. Okay, that about does me for today, I think. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, if you have been. I hope you've found this little show entertaining. I have to say, it's one of those things that's gone a bit wrong today, because it's just one of those things that happens, I guess you'd say. But there you go. So if you have been watching, thank you so much. If you haven't been watching, well, there you go, you've missed it. But we'll be back with some more probably in tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see what time I manage to get up. But in the meantime, I'm going home for an egg and bacon sandwich, and that will be after saying, oh, hey, hello. Hey, Assad, nice to see you. Hope you're doing okay out there, wherever you are. And it will be interesting to see what you've got to say if you want to tell us anything interesting later on. Okay, I'm Chris. This is Ships and Shipping. We'll be back pretty soon. I think we're going to have another video for you later. But in the meantime, I'm going to have an egg and bacon sandwich. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves. See you soon.